Hello there, English speakers. Today we'll talk about crazy stuff, but a good one. You know, if you have watched Star Trek, there is something called a tricorder, and you just point it at someone and it will tell you exactly what they have and what's wrong with them and what you should do. This stuff exists, and that's crazy. And then we'll talk a little bit about nutrition and crazy stuff and alternative media that you don't need to check out right now, but keep an eye on. We'll start with taking a big deep breath, and then we'll see where the dog leads us. So, yeah, apparently no forest today. So we were talking live in Swedish yesterday, and I saw some English speakers there. You're welcome. Sorry for not I'm speaking so that you can understand, but some things that we got to know of. One of the persons there had a son that had some problems, so he took him to a special hospital or something, or a special department where they have a machine called NLS-metatron, and this machine, it's not an MRI camera, but it sends in light. If you send light into my skin, most of the light will reflect, and if you detect that, you will only see my beautiful face. But if you measure a light pulse and you block out the first, you set a timer sort of, so you only take in the reflecting light when it has penetrated my skin a little bit, then you can see into my face with normal light. And you can basically see through the entire body. This sounds amazing. It's not even close to what it is. You can also see exactly what kind of elements, what kind of infections you have, bacteria, what kind of minerals, vitamins and everything in your body. You can then basically tell what sicknesses, what problem, what are they. He used it for his son that had a problem with a vitamin B deficiency, but it wasn't that simple, because the vitamin B deficiency was not only because of too little vitamin B6, but also that his body couldn't absorb it, so he had other deficiencies in minerals and vitamins. So he got some mixed powders with vitamins and minerals that were, you know, adjusted for his deficiencies. If you take blood from someone, the body is trying to make the blood as perfect as possible, while the rest of your body is maybe miserable because it has huge deficiencies. With this machine, you can actually spot what's out in your body without slicing you up and putting you in a blender. You can watch through your skin, everywhere, through your brains, through your intestines and everything, and see exactly where the problem is. Why isn't this machine everywhere? I mean, do you want to take a blood test, or do you want to be shined at with some light? I mean, this is ridiculous. Okay. We do have a military base right here, so that's not that uncommon. So, after those shocking news, I will try to learn more about this machine. I hope I can get an interview with some of them. About nutrition a little bit. I don't think you can make eggs with badly fed hens. They will just not be eggs. They will fail to produce something that works and looks like an egg. But I'm not sure. You can definitely make poisonous eggs, I guess, if you feed some poisons to chickens. But that's my hypothesis, and why I recommend people eating more eggs. Twitter has gone out. They are a little bit mad about this censorship. Censorship is bad, says Twitter. Now Uganda, evil, not democratic country in Africa, they have banned Twitter. Why did Uganda ban Twitter? Because Twitter was censoring them. Oh, that's interesting, and people are having fun with that. I looked at how the world economy is developing according to statistics, which might not be the real thing, but anyway. Guyana, a former colony of Great Britain in northern South America, close to Venezuela and Brazil. They have a growth last year on 26%. Not even if I took over the government in a way that I'm not interested in running it in detail, but I can tell them what to do, and if they don't do it, I will fire them, and that will probably end up with a very small efficient government pretty soon, if I can do it. I could not raise GDP with 26%, I think. Maybe possible, who knows, but that's an impressive figure. Otherwise it's like Egypt, and then the fake figures from China, and then the rest of the world is retracting because of this COVID madness. So I looked at some new alternative media platforms so that you don't have to. YouTube is created partly by this Tony Heller. He is famous for talking about historical climate data and compare what newspapers said before and what they are saying today and so on. He has been kicked out from other platforms, and now he's investing in YouTube. The problem with YouTube is that it's not ready. So unless you have a lot of money and want to invest in it, it's not really useful there. Unless you want to watch Tony Heller, then that's the place to go to. Then I still can't upload on this Finnish site, TalkTube. So I don't know what's about that, if I have selected English and I don't want any English content yet, or if I'm just doing something wrong. No idea. And in USA, it seems like they are really trying to stir up some trouble there. Mitch McConnell says that he's pleased if he can get some Trump impeachment going. Why? That makes no sense whatsoever. And well, then we have many crazy libtards that are behaving worse than ever. For example, one is speaking out against that people are behaving like Hitler, because they are calling people Hitler when they have actual Nazis, he says, that stormed the Capitolium. Yeah, maybe they are called Antifa. So I think everyone is calling each other Hitler now, and that's a good start, I think, because why not? If an entire world is filled with Hitlers, unless you hate yourself, you will not fight the other Hitlers. So I guess I'm the first to say here, I'm the real Hitler. So yeah, that's apparently where we're going now, for a new world in harmony. Dr. Shiva is speaking out about the Secretary of Labor that this P-elect has selected, because Dr. Shiva has made a lawsuit against this person that were calling them, oh yeah, guess what, Hitlers. So apparently Dr. Shiva, according to the new Secretary of Labour, Dr. Shiva is a white supremacist. Don't matter that he's Indian and quite dark. Apparently he's a white supremacist for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And I hope now, especially people in USA, stay calm and don't start any sort of fights and end up in prison for stupid reasons. Take it easy and look up your health. Do smart stuff, don't do stupid stuff, and relax, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully not with this much wind, and but you got to see some helicopters if you like that kind of stuff.